AITA for leaving my friend's birthday party after she didn't let me in her house. I, F23, was invited to my friend Sasha's, F23, birthday party. It was for a Friday at 8:30 p.m. We would start at her house to pregame and then go to bars. I had work that day from 7 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. but I really wanted to go, so I rushed home, ate dinner, got ready, and drove to her place. We were texting the whole day about the plans and she seemed very excited for me to join her and her friends. I am acquainted with her friends but not besties. I arrived at her house at 8:30 on the dot. I hung up the phone with my boyfriend and texted her to let her know I was there. She said okay, so I walked up and knocked on the door. I heard music and people talking inside, so I knew they were there. Nobody answered. I noticed she had a Ring camera, so I waved in front of it, knowing Ring notifies people's phones. Still nobody let me in. I knocked louder and texted her that I was at the door, but I was neither let in nor texted back. I knocked even louder and started shouting, "Hey Sasha, I'm here." I finally hear footsteps coming to the front door, but instead of letting me in, I heard the deadbolt lock click, locking me out. I walked away from the door and called my boyfriend to tell him what was going on. I told him my feelings were hurt and that I wanted to go home. He convinced me to stay and knock again, rationalizing that it was a miscommunication. I texted her again saying, "Okay, I'm out front." Sasha immediately answered, "Okay, sounds good." So I knocked again. No answer. I heard the music get turned down and Sasha say, "Guys, I think she's here." So I knocked as loud as I could and said, "Yes, I'm here. It's me." Footsteps came towards the door, and again the deadbolt sounded and the door remained locked and the footsteps walked away. At this point I had been knocking for 12 minutes. I was so upset and angry that I left and texted Sasha, "So I've been knocking for over 10 minutes and no one let me in, so I'm going home." She immediately called me, but I didn't answer because I was afraid I would say something out of anger that I would have regretted. She texted me that she looked through the peephole and did not see me. I think that's BS because she literally had a Ring camera. I told her that my feelings were hurt and I felt unwelcomed. I did not receive an answer. AITA for leaving? What could be the reasoning behind this?